Hey guys, so today I am getting my hair cut. I think I'm actually going to turn this into a sit down video with like half being like how I care for my hair, how to grow long hair, and then this part of the video I'm hoping will be like a follow me to get my hair cut so that you guys can see what I asked for and kind of the process of it. So as you can see, I just have my hair kind of slicked back in a little bun right now. Because it's wet, and that's the way that my hair is going to stay wet the longest for. If I slick it back into a bun, it won't dry up super quick, and I need it to be wet for Alyssa, the girl who cuts my hair. I got my hair cut like 6 months ago. It was the first time Alyssa had cut my hair, and I loved it so much. She's one of the first people I've ever gone to who really did exactly what I asked her for. I don't do anything super complicated. I'll hopefully show you more of it there, but yeah, I just wanted to update you guys that I'm going with my hair wet, slicked back so that it stays wet, and that's about it.
Hi guys, I'm Alyssa, and I'm going to be trimming and shaping Rachel's hair. We're going to take off around, I don't know, about that much, all these thin broken ends. We want to take that off so that she can have a stronger baseline with all this great long hair. And we're gonna go in and do some great layers that really are probably more heavier around the face, because we want to leave the back full, but we'll still have them blended through the back so that she gets the effect of some really great layering and lift and movement all through her lengths back here. We'll go in here also in the front and give her some great kind of like a side, not really a bang, but a fringe that's longer, that will hug her cheekbone and show off her bone structure in her face. It's gonna be fun. Some great fringe there, and some great texture movement. If you want to turn around, Rachel, you can show them the back. We kind of cut it in a V to give her more fullness, but also to give it more layering. The look of more layers. That is the finished look.
I vlogged a tiny bit on my way to get my hair cut, just telling you how I prep my hair before I go to get it cut. Alyssa, who is the girl who cuts my hair, I'll link her Instagram down below. She's super cool and cute, and I love her. She likes me to come with my hair wet so that she can kind of just cut it easier, I guess. I'm not a hairstylist, but that's what I do. I just come with my hair clean and wet. I know certain stylists though prefer to work on dirty hair, so really just check with whoever is cutting your hair to see what they want you to do. And what I ask for, I always bring a reference picture so they have something to look at and then kind of compare my hair to. Try to find a reference picture of somebody who has the same hair type you do. If you have really thick hair, find a haircut that you want with a person who also has thick hair. If you have really curly hair, find a reference photo of a haircut that you want, but you know the person also has naturally curly hair. I have naturally very straight and thin hair, and it's very long, so it gets weighed down a lot. So what I asked for was a kind of V'd shape in the back and a lot of layers. Basically, my reference photo was a picture of Kristen Johns, who's also a YouTuber. I feel like she and I have very similar hair types. Her hair was super duper long, and she got it cut after her and her husband's wedding. Got kind of the style that I have, but a little bit shorter. So yeah, I showed her that reference photo and then talked to her a little about what I want mine to look like as well, and it's really good to communicate with your stylist what you want exactly, because that is a super hard thing when you have long hair especially. I feel like not every hairdresser is great at listening or communicating what they're planning to do to your hair, and sometimes we as customers are not the greatest at communicating what we want with our hair. So that is the type of haircut I asked for. Moving on to how I would recommend growing long hair. Tip number one that I have for growing your hair long is strictly patience. Honestly, I think this is the biggest tip I have for growing long hair, and the biggest reason why a lot of girls who want long hair don't have long hair. You're waiting for it to grow out and you get really bored with it, so you decide to just chop it or dye it or do something different with it, and later you regret it because what you really wanted was long hair, you just got tired of waiting for it. This is a really hard thing for a lot of people, I know, because I'm super impatient, but the things that keep me motivated are I got my hair cut short once, and it was when I was like 12 years old. I got it cut to my shoulders, maybe, yeah, like about to my shoulders, and I hated it on me. I didn't like it at all. I was so sad. I cried so much because I had super long hair before that. That was the only time I've had my hair short. Definitely regretted it. So that's motivation for me to not cut my hair. I am also just an extremely like lazy slash bad at keeping my hair cut consistently person. I know that routine trims are probably healthier for your hair. That's what I've heard, to just keep the split ends off. Tip number 2 that I have would be don't wash your hair every day. This is actually a tip that I personally don't abide by, and I'll tell you why. The reason I do wash my hair every day is because my hair is very thin and sticks straight, and it gets oily insanely fast. I've always had very oily hair, oily skin. So for me, I just have to wash it every day. I've tried before to go at least one day in between washes and use dry shampoo. However, I do know it is healthier for your hair to not wash it every day. So if you can go a day in between washes, 2 days in between washes. I know some girls who wash their hair once a week, but it's a lot healthier for your hair, and I would recommend that if you're trying to grow it out for sure, if you can. The third tip I have is to not use heat on your hair. I personally hardly ever use heat on my hair. I feel like that's a lot easier whenever you have long hair because you can do a lot more with it. You can style it in a ponytail or bun or braids. So I know if you're trying to grow out your hair, this may be harder for you. But I never use a blow dryer. I always let my hair air dry. I never straighten my hair. I very, very rarely will curl my hair, but it usually ends up being like every 1 or 2 months. If you have short hair and you are trying to grow it out, I would recommend just trying to let it air dry, wearing your natural hair as much as possible, not messing with the straightening irons or the curling irons, and really just trying to give your hair that break to stay strong and repair itself. There are definitely a bunch of things you can do with short hair. You could use a texturizing spray or a beach spray when you let it air dry to just kind of like help it have some natural wave. My 4th tip is something that I started doing this past year that I think is very helpful, and that is to brush your hair as little as possible. I know for my girls out there with curly hair, this will already be something that you totally do, because I know that if you have super curly hair, it makes it frizz. But as somebody with super pin straight hair, that never occurred to me as an issue because my hair doesn't frizz up when I brush it. If you brush your hair when it's wet, that leads to breakage a lot of times, and the more you brush your hair, the more hair you're pulling out of your head. I will brush my hair in the mornings and try not to brush it through the rest of the day until I'm about to get in the shower. I'll brush it out before I get in the shower to get all the tangles out because my hair tangles very easily. And then I'll take my shower and I won't brush my hair after I get out when it's wet. I will wait until the next morning to brush it when I wake up and it's dry. This is something I have never heard of anyone doing. Maybe people do this. Maybe it's weird that I brushed my hair when I got out of the shower, but this has been a really big game changer for me. There's a lot less breakage, a lot less hair that you're pulling out, and it actually gives my hair some natural wave by the next day because I'm not brushing out all of the waves that happened from washing my hair. Moving on to what I use for my hair. For dry shampoo, I do use this because my hair gets so oily even on days that I do wash it sometimes. So whenever my hair is just super oily and needs a little refresh, I use the Batiste Dry Shampoo in the Clean and Classic Original scent. It's not really scented, it works really well. I've heard a bunch of people talk about this and really like it. The next thing I use for styling is kind of a on and off thing. I use the Matrix Biolage Smooth and Shine Milk. I use this on days where my hair, for some reason, is looking really dull or dead or gets frizzy, which almost never happens, so I don't use this very often. Sometimes I will use this as a detangler. It works really well for that, and I really like it. For shampoo and conditioner, I use a set from Biolage as well. This is just what I've used since I was a kid. It's paraben free, which is really great. I really want to start looking into a more all-natural type of shampoo and conditioner, but for now this is what I use. It's the Volume Bloom part of their branch, and I just use the matching set for shampoo and conditioner. These are definitely not a drugstore price shampoo and conditioner, but I use so little, and keep in mind I wash my hair every single day, 365 days a year. I usually have to replace these like once a year. They last a very long time. Then for heat protectant, whenever I use heat protectant, I use the Tresemme heat protectant. I don't have it sitting here with me right now, but it works really well. Hopefully everything I said made sense and everything was in focus and you guys got some helpful tips from this or enjoyed it in some way, shape, or form. I'll have Alyssa's Instagram link down below if you want to check out her page. She's super great. And I think that's about it for this week's video. I will see you guys next week. Bye. My hair smells really good right now.